And good morning, my dear friends. Good morning. It is a beautiful Thursday. And you know what? You have stepped into the best place to step in on the Gulf Coast, and that is Sunshine's Corner. Let me welcome you in because we've got a great show, as always, lined up just for you. When we talk about what we need to talk about, you need to spread the word for me. Let everybody know when it's information that you're looking for, when it's even fun times that you're looking for. When you want to find out what's happening on the Gulf Coast where you need to be, then this is the show that you need to tune into every weekday from 9 until 10. This is what the happenings are. And I know that we are new, but you see, something new, but with something powerful. I want you to be a part of it and spread the word. I'm going to let you know every single day until you get, to the roll of things, to let you know what this show is all about. As you know, I am all about the community, have been and always will be. I'm going to find ways to keep you entertained, informed, and inspired every single day of the week. I'm going to let you know where you need to be coming up for the weekends, what happened on the weekend. I'm going to have guests that's going to come in the studio to share their information with me because you know how I feel about knowledge. I do believe that knowledge is power. And once we receive that power, there is nothing that we can't do. So listen, this is going to be your information link. You've got it, and it's here to stay. I want to say, let me go back to yesterday just a bit. We had a few people that reached out to us via text, and we had a few technical difficulties, but that's life. I want to say good morning to you and thank you for all of your kind words. There was a gentleman that I reached out to on yesterday, and that he really made my heart go pitter-patter. I'm going to remember your name. Jerry Brewer, I do believe that you called and you said that you were watching the show on yesterday afternoon. I'm telling you this so that I'll let you know this. Just in case you're at work, no worries. You can get to watch this show again this afternoon at 6 o'clock. You can do that. So therefore, we're making it very much so accessible so that you won't miss out on anything that you need to know. So just keep the word going because Sunshine's Corner got it all for you. Thank you, Jerry Brewer. Thank you, Nita Pye, for watching. Thank you, Betty Freeney, for the good words that you're saying about me. And for all the people that's responding to me on social media. I thank you and I love you with a perfect kind of love. I believe that when you believe and want the best for your community, God's going to place you where he needs you placed so that you can continue to get that information out. So how can I say it? Thank you very much. Thank you, because I couldn't do it without you. Well, always got guests lined up for you. This is what I want you to realize today. You know how I feel about the community. Children, things that affect the community that way. We've got two guests in the studio today that's going to be talking with us about some things that's so important that you need to know about. Look at them. They're just smiling. I want to say for Sabrina Fletcher.
That's right.
And my girl, Karen, listen to this. Do I mess up your name?
You did. You just did. It's okay.
But
I'll
know
let
what?
you do it.
Yesterday said, this young lady said, you messed up my name 5 times. I mean, but I'm sorry. But look, but they're here because we had an opportunity to sit down and talk about some things that we're going to be partnering on so we can get that information out in the street. I want to go back for us, Sabrina.
Yes.
Don't y'all recognize that voice? Had her voice on for a long time. Yeah.
Okay. A lot of people are mimicking.
There you go. But I say that because we're going to be talking with you about things with the kids in the community, the things that you have for the community built around. But I want to ask you something else first. When it comes to kids and me, I think that if we don't take a hold, because they're our future.
That's right.
And if we don't put some strong brand in there, where we going? Oops, is understand. How do you feel about this? I asked this question because I was looking on the internet last night, reading about it. You heard about that 19-year-old that accidentally shot the 16-year-old with a gun that he had purchased, right?
Right.
But listen to this. You've got to be what, 21 to buy cigarettes? 21 to drink, right?
That's correct. Yeah.
But you can buy a gun at 19.
What's wrong with that?
What's wrong with that picture?
What's wrong with that?
Okay, and I say that because mothers as well, we know how it feels. Okay, with the kids, what's your thought on the fact that just that little piece right there, that you can go buy a gun, but I can't go buy a cigarette. You can go buy a gun, but I can't go get an alcohol. So what am I doing? Getting drunk, get a cigarette, then I go get me a gun?
Right. Right.
Okay, then this young man was really showing off his gun and killed the 16-year-old. What are your feelings on things like that, Sabrina?
It's horrifying to hear that. I mean, it tears my heart.
Right.
You know, it's not that they're doing it intentionally, but how can someone get a gun at 19 and they can't go to the bar or club until 21? It makes no sense.
Absolutely.
And I would like to know, well, I don't know what his family home is like or his situation.
Right.
But I just think that, maybe if his mom might have talked to him, who knows exactly what happened.
You said something powerful there. Because a lot of it, and I'll say this, it starts at home. It starts at home. And we as the parent got to set that foundation so that our kids won't go off into that. Because today, when you look at a situation like that, and that's not the only one. I've heard so many things. What about even the little baby that got hit out, walking out, killed? I'm talking about something that's really, really dear to my heart.
Right.
And I know in the field that you're in and the things that you do, you run into situations like that, things like that you have to deal with. You got this deep look on your face, and I want to hear what you got to say, because she's smiling over there. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
She's giving you the look.
Yeah.
So I think there's a lot of young people raising young babies and stuff too as well. So a lot of them are just not as attentive. We come old school. So, it was more strict. We didn't have that freedom. A lot of kids are just raising themselves. So, and then the streets are raising them.
Oh, God, yes.
And so, sometimes parents aren't having those conversations that need to be had with the children. They're
Right.
getting raised by other people who are not even family. And
Right.
sometimes they're gangs, sometimes it's just homeboys, or just, and I think it kind of puts them in a bad place.
Right.
And then when you start just doing bad things and getting away with them and continuously doing them and things like that, and then you start hanging around with the wrong crowd.
Exactly.
That's
Idle
what it
minds will
is.
do some idle things. And you said something also that I think that's super powerful. Kids raising kids. You can't come get, he said, when the child, here, take my phone, go raise yourself, now go look on the internet. Don't do that, because there's so many things there that gets the children. With things like that, that's happening with those kids. And I want parents to think about that, only that. And you said we were old school. No, we had a foundation.
Yeah.
We
Not
did.
old school. We had a foundation.
That's true.
Because now, even if you got whatever the case may be, if you don't have a strong foundation, your sides are not going to stand up.
That's
If you don't
correct.
have a strong foundation, the roof is going to cave in.
Right.
So what I'm saying, it all starts with the foundation. And
Right.
if we're not putting anything into them,
Right.
the streets will.
Yes.
Right.
If we don't monitor what they're doing, the streets will.
Right.
And if you want to be, oh yeah, I got to fit in,
Right.
the street's gonna eat you up. They're gonna
Right.
consume you. And but with situations, how can we reach the parents? What do you think that we need to do to reach the parents, to let them see how important it is that we got to take hold to our kids, because we are losing them? When you look at things today, the younger people are dying more than the mature people. The ones that have older people.
Right. Right.
They're dying natural death. But you go and you see to a funeral home, all you see are what? Young people. Children. What do you think about that? Because you said a mouthful. But what do you think about that? How can we get the parents to understand that you got to raise them? Don't let them raise you.
Right.
We have a lot of community outreach, not just EHRP.
Right.
Or, Escambia, Pensacola, Human Relations Commission.
Right.
That's a lot to say. But, you have other people in the community coming out to these events.
Right.
And they're there to talk to the parents, talk to the children, provide them information.
Right.
And you said something. You said a mouthful earlier. If you don't know better, how can you get better?
Right.
You have to. So if they don't know, who's going to tell them?
Right.
They need to come out to these outreach events. We need
Get
to
involved.
get involved. And we have to find a way that's going to bring them in.
Exactly.
To make them want to.
I got
Yeah,
you.
they have to be
And
comfortable.
Okay, and I say that because I know you all got a community event coming up too. But what I'm saying is, if we can't get them to get involved in that,
We gotta go
how
slow.
can we do that? Because let me be honest with you. There's some young people, I'd be afraid to say something too. Because I believe in that strict way of, ask my son. I believe in that strict way. I believe in that strict way.
Right.
You spare the rod, you spoil the child.
Yes.
I love you. That's why I chasing you. That's the word. But what I'm saying is, now you better put two hands on him and call. You better hope they keep me. Because if I come back, you're gonna reason
He know better. He knows better, right?
Yes.
What be the thing about it?
You see what I'm saying? It's just like that, but it's sad because, you know, being the kind of work that I do, I'm always out and I'm out a lot by myself. Okay, in the evening time. Do you know I've created a scenario in my car when I drive up to a light? If it's a car that's got a bunch of young people in it, I will not go up to that light. I will let my car slide back so that I won't have to make that eye contact. Because sometimes they get this. Do you understand what I'm saying? Sometimes they'll, oh, you can't speak? You know what I'm saying? No, honey.
How you doing?
How you doing?
How you doing?
I'm just saying that, but you said something if we don't, because it's not like it when we were with grandma. My grandmother was 70 years old. Now they, what, 25?
Yeah. 30 years old.
Yes. 20.
Hello, exactly.
Yes.
Let me say this. I want everybody to know that you can get involved in these conversations with us every day. There's a number on the screen. That's 850-432-7768. Call us in and talk to us about these things. Get involved. I encourage you to call us, or you can text us as well. I want to get your opinion on what the topics that we're bringing to you, because the community is a vital part of this.
Correct.
How can we make a difference? Put all of our resources together. Collectively, we can change anything.
Oh, yes.
That's correct.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
Everything. So please get that number, call in, text in. I guarantee you we're going to address it. But we're going to move on a little bit further, because I get so excited. I get so when I get to talking about the kids that I don't want them lost.
I can tell you're extremely passionate about it. All right. Okay, like, let's do something now.
Let's do something now. Okay, like with the event that you all put together, there, with all the resources that are there, we've got to make sure that I think the parents first are accessible, because the kids, they mimic what they see.
True.
Come on now.
True.
Yeah.
They mimic. When you see a little child, a baby, think about it when they look, and if you ever seen this thing on TikTok? Where I'm a TikTok. This little baby, this baby can't be no more than look like a child just started walking, but this got to be her great grandpa. He walks up and he puts his hand. Oh, he walks. The baby goes right behind him. To the same thing. But you see what I'm saying?
Right.
Yes.
Exactly.
So when it's like that, and we're doing things to try to be preventive and stop all the killing, how do we continually keep this going steady? Like with this event you guys got coming up, it's going to be, I think, a very powerful event, and to top all that off, is free.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. That's
It's
correct.
absolutely free. And I know that you do a lot of things in the community, even with the housing.
Oh, yes.
Oh my God, we're going to touch on that today.
Okay.
Because there are certain people that don't even know that there are ways that they can do better.
Right. That's correct.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
There are some things that you may be in a situation you didn't know that you've been wrong. But there are ways that you can beat that, right?
That's right.
And I want to thank you guys, I tell you, because we accidentally met.
Yeah.
I got invited out to a luncheon. And we were sitting just talking about events in the community. And as a matter of fact, she and I were sitting right next to each other. We had never met. But we got to talking, and I said, no, and she brought up, and I said, no, well, this is where I'm going to be doing this. I'm doing this now. And boom, it connected.
Wow.
And
Immediately.
immediately. And the forces grew together. I said, we got to sit down and talk so we can make this happen, so that we can get the information out to everybody. Everybody, please call me up now. Get into this conversation. Listen at this now. I want you to realize this. The phone number is 850-432-7768. You can text as well. But Betty, if you said you had a call that text me at home, call me yesterday at home. Said I tried to get into the show. I want to talk. There's a. This is what we want you to do. Make sure you keep that number close so you can text it, or you can get in touch with on social media. Go to our page, Sonshine, Sonshine. Make your statement there. Stay close. We'll be right back with more on Sonshine's Corner.
There are many reasons someone may need in-home care, whether it may be respite care, them recovering from surgery, or having a chronic condition. Having someone dedicated and reliable is imperative. Supplemental Support Care Services was created to provide to those who are in need with quality care that they deserve in the home. Taking it a step further, our main goal is to ensure that Supplemental Support Care Services is where the love and care is top priority.
Empire Truck Sales, located at 2255 West Detroit Boulevard in Pensacola, is your Freightliner, Western Star, Detroit Diesel, and Cummins dealer for Northwest Florida. Open 7 days a week, Monday through Friday, 6 a.m. to 10 p.m., Saturdays and Sundays, 6 a.m. to 6 p.m., providing sales, service, and parts. Empire Truck Sales is also your Oasis dealer for Freightliner custom chassis RV and motorhome repairs. Running I-10 will get you in.
Many who consider facial plastic surgery are concerned their results will look unnatural. But with over 20 years of serving the Pensacola community, his thousands of satisfied patients have made Dr. Derek Jones a trusted reconstructive and facial plastic surgeon known for industry-leading results that look natural. Call 850-484-FACE to schedule a consultation at one of our locations in Pensacola and Gulf Breeze.
I'm Dr. Derek Jones. Trust your face to a facial plastic surgeon.
Lloyd's Glass and Correct Calibration Services is a one-stop shop because you can come get your windshield replaced, and right behind that replacement at the same appointment, we will calibrate the cameras, and when you leave, everything's ready to go. There's no need to go to the dealership, or there's no need to come back for another appointment. We just take care of it at one time. We put the customer first, and we strive to do everything right the first time.
Lloyd's Glass and Correct Calibration Services, your one-stop shop with same-day service.
Welcome back to the most informative show there is on the Gulf Coast. Yes, it is Sunshine's Corner. And I want to thank my guest that's in the studio with me today. Watch me mess up her name, Karen.
Yes.
It's
right.
Sabrina.
You did it right.
Yes.
I'll tell you, it is so great. Look, we had touched this just a little bit, but I like to get things out that are bothering me when I see things that are top of mind or what's trending, especially in our area. I like to get it out so we can talk about it, because I believe a girlfriend tells me all the time, she says, oh my God, Sunshine, you hold so much on the inside. Don't you know pressure will bust a pipe? So I get it out.
I guess you're stronger than the pipe.
Hello.
Okay.
But listen, I got this in front of me, and now you all have what you got, the EPHRC
Yes.
Community Day.
Yes.
Oh, now I see there's a lot going on with this.
Yeah.
So first of all, tell me, how did you come up with that to put together that for the community on that day?
Well, we're in April, which is Fair Housing Month. And
Okay.
Sabrina is our fair housing specialist. So she wanted to do something that we can do annually.
Okay.
And just keep making it a big impact in the community for that month. So we
Right.
can get out information to the community, the things that they need, the things they need to hear, the things that are resources that are available to them that they don't even know that they have. So we came up with Community Day.
Okay.
To where anybody can be a part of it. Anybody who's in the community who wants to be a part of that, to get that information out there, that wants to help, who genuinely cares and just wants to be a part of that outreach. And so this is the first year.
Oh.
So, yeah, so it may be a little bit small right now, but we intend for it to grow and get way bigger, have more vendors and people participating and more of the community coming out. But this is something that's going to be annual. It's going to be Fair Housing Month. We're going to have information out there about your rights and everything like that. So it's just something that we want to do so to become something annual and bigger so we can make an impact.
Great start. Well, you're doing great, because I see all these on here already. I see you got, look, you got Lumen, you got Southern Sports Youth Association. That's a mouthful. I mean, you've got now what are the millionaire
Cuts barbershop.
Oh, that's a barbershop.
Yeah,
they'll get a haircut.
Yeah, that's my
But I mean, you got
husband's
all of these
barbershop.
things.
Yeah.
But I see also you've got the Escambia County Fire Department going to be there. You got face painting. So, but in this, the information that's coming up in this event that's going to be on this Saturday.
Yep, this Saturday.
That's this Saturday.
From 10 to 1
Okay, and it's going to be where?
at Legion Field.
1301
yes.
West Gregory.
Yes.
I got you. I know exactly where it is. I mean, get out of here. Kicks off at 10 o'clock in the morning. So y'all got to get up.
Yes. It's going to be a hot day.
Exactly.
So if we get out there early, yes.
Right.
It's
Yes,
going to be hot.
so
It's going to be a beautiful day.
So come out and get the information.
Yes.
That's going to be
Resources.
right. And I see you got food trucks and
Yes.
all these good things for the kids. The bouncy houses. You see what I mean? How you bringing this together for the children? I always look at what can the children, how now the parents sure they're going to benefit, but the kids to benefit just as well by coming out, getting involved in this. You know, and I think that's a great thing. But the object of this is to educate them on what? What's your main focus? I mean,
Well, for fair housing, because, fair housing was passed shortly after the death of Martin Luther King, okay? And only 4 protected classes. It was race, religion, national origin, and I can't think of the 4th one right now. But maybe it was constantly evolving, okay? So a few years later, way later, they went ahead and added sex, disability, those
so
things.
did you say this was done with Dr. King after when?
Yes, this was back when he was assassinated. It is when it was passed.
1968.
Let me tell you. Oh, she got me doing it. Am I mimicking? What am I doing? I'm mimicking.
But
Yes, in 1968. Now, a lot of people didn't know this. This is a bill that they were trying to pass for 2 years. Okay? 2 years. They didn't pass it. So shortly after the death of Martin Luther King, the assassination of him, as a matter of fact, 7 days later, they went ahead and passed it. And they just thought that would keep down the commotion with what was going on.
Really, nothing
Yes.
ever changed that.
Well, right. So I mean, and then even right now, this is the 56th year. Okay, 56th year, but there are problems still out there. It's horrific.
When you say problems, look, what do you mean problems like?
Well, such as the tenants that's staying in a particular apartment complex, okay, where is mold infested, black mold, okay, water coming through the ceiling, it's horrible.
In the house?
Well, this is actually in an apartment.
I mean,
but in their unit,
they're living within that now?
They're living, things are growing up the wall. Now, code enforcement has been out there numerous times and went ahead and, issued, maybe I'm getting off topic, I'm sorry.
No, this is interesting. You got anything black growing up your wall? I mean, you better listen. Come on, man. It is not faint.
And you're always like leaning forward. I forgot what I was saying.
No, but I think that's amazing. Today, that you're going to be living in a unit that's mold infested, that causes illness.
Exactly.
Yep.
But let me tell you this. I have to share this with you. I received a phone call from a lady. She says, my brother is out here at this complex. No problem. I went ahead and did like a home visit. When I went to do the home visit, it was so many people coming up to me. Telling me about their problems. Telling them what's going on. They're having serious respiratory issues.
Mold.
That people have passed away. Now, I'm not saying it's because of black mold, but it could be. You don't know.
I noticed you keep saying, Sabrina, black mold. Is there a difference in a black mold and a...
I think the black mold is actually more deadlier. Yeah.
That can travel. It doesn't have to be just in that one area, but it can travel through your vents and everything. And it's like spores that gets onto your lungs.
Yes.
It can cause respiratory failure and things like that.
You're
Real
kidding.
sickness.
No.
So now go ahead with your story. The guy that was living there.
So before, they didn't contact us because they were living in fear. So you have the disabled there. You have the elderly there living there. Okay, they don't want to cause a problem.
Because you may lose your home.
Exactly. They're in fear of an eviction, and they're like, where else can we go?
So you're saying right there that these are low-income people
Oh yes.
that's doing the best that they can.
Yes.
Wow, that made my heart skip. You're doing the best that you can, but I gotta paint this scenario. Here I am, low income. I'm doing the best that I can to keep a roof over my head and my family, but yet I'm dying slowly.
Yes.
Come on,
You got
somebody.
that correct. You have that correct. And there were other people, tenants living there, they still didn't want to complain. But they have fungus growing up the walls. It just looks like a horror movie, to tell you the truth. Here's the problem. Where do they go? If they leave, if they're evicted, where do they go? We have a serious housing issue.
Yes.
Is there any type preventive measures? Okay, you know, when I say that, Sabrina, I mean like this. Okay, I'm in my house. Oh wow, what is that stuff I see on my wall over there? Is that something I spilled? I'm gonna. But I mean, are they, when they see this? Is it a fact that the conditions are so horrible, so horrific, that they are afraid to come to the necessary people that can get them the help that they need? So let me do this. Let me do. I'll get a can of Lysol. I mean,
that's a temporary fix, though.
A temporary fix. So how do we get the people who are going through these situations to educate them on that there's help out there for them? Because who want to live in that? Because you think about how what this thing that was going on one time with zinc with kids. Isn't that the zinc that you could either have in the paint or something like that? But I'm saying, I think that mold is something really, really. Let me say this, why I'm so about this. I had to have a whole house gutted because that mold was in it. It was a house that I redid. But I ended up having to have that whole house re-gutted because they found that mold was in it. But I didn't care because I wanted the house. So I did that. But if a person, thank God for Jesus that I do have the money to get it done, but do not have the money, that there are avenues they can go to get it taken care of, drop that fear. Do what you got to do.
Yes.
So tell them about how, don't be afraid to call Sabrina Fletcher.
Well, are you mimicking me?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I mean, outreach events like the community event that we're going to have this weekend. Okay, we reach out to them that way. We reach out to them where I actually might go to where they are. You know, there's another particular apartment complex that's having serious issues.
In Pensacola.
Oh, I'm telling you, it's
several.
It's so much going on, and people are afraid because they're thinking, "Where do I go?"
Well, they're being retaliated on.
And that too, for even speaking to fair housing, and that's a complaint right there in itself. You cannot retaliate against anyone who's speaking to fair housing.
But they don't know this. I mean, the person that's living in the mold.
Right.
They know it, but they're just scared. They're scared to talk because even though they know that, hey, they can't retaliate on you, they still do it anyway. Because the people are just used to, you know, they mistreat them and things like that. So they don't have anywhere to go. So.
But you know, then you've got a hard game ahead of you. Because if you got fear over here, and you've got these units where you know you got these problems, there are people in these units, babies are in these houses, right? Children are in these houses, right? Then therefore, what are we trying to convey to the listening audience today? If you're living in an area that you know that you need help, if you're living in an area where you know that here's something that could affect my child, affect my grandmother who may be living with me, or whomever, yourself, number one, call, get in touch. Fear is false evidence appearing real.
Say that one more time.
Fear is false evidence appearing real.
Amen.
So don't allow that to stop you from taking care of you and your family.
Yes.
Rid yourself. I'll say this: God didn't give us a spirit of fear, but of a sound mind.
Yes.
Come on, somebody.
That's right. I'm in agreement.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. So use that sound mind and do what you got to do. Better yourself for your kids.
Right.
This event that's coming up this weekend, it's free, people.
Yes.
It's free. It is free. Call us up and talk. If you want to ask Sabrina a question, 850-432. I'm looking on the wall. 7768. 850-432-7768. Whew, come on. Don't be afraid, because this way, nobody know your voice. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Call us up and talk about it. text us, we'll ask the question. This is utterly important.
Yes.
I want to make sure that you are able to get your points out. That's what this show is all about. That phone number is there so you can get in touch with us. On social media, you can get in touch with us. Go to my page, Sonshine, Sonshine. Talk to me. This is how you get things solved. Talk to me. Let me know what you're feeling. We've got help for you, but I can't give you help if you're going to be blinded. Come on, let's make the difference today.
Absolutely.
This event that's coming up this weekend, you saw it popped up on the screen. This is what you need to do. You go out there. Sabrina's going to be there. Karen's going to be there.
Yes, she is.
There you go. She's like, oh, okay.
She got it.
She's going to be, and a whole lot of other people are going to be there.
Yes.
It's going to be at our Legion Field. Everybody know where Legion Field is.
Yes.
That's right over there. Luma's going to be there right there. I know he'll be
We're
there.
going to be signing up football
Okay,
registration.
registration. Okay, you want
We
to
were trying to get him in the dunk machine, but that just didn't work.
Let me let you know. I tried that too. I tried that summer before last. I got the dunking machine. I do an event for the kids, right? Several over at the Fricker Center because I'm just caught on those kids over there. And I said, will you be on the dunking book? Sunshine, I'm not doing that.
Did you ever get anybody?
To be it? Well, look at this. It stormed that day. I couldn't even use it.
Oh, my goodness.
But I was going to get in it.
Oh,
I was going to get in it.
oh, that would have been perfect.
It was, but it stormed, and I said, "Thank you, Lord." But what we're saying is, it's a lot of fun that you can bring the kids out and have a good time. So therefore, there's going to be a lot of things that you can do. But mostly, the information that you can receive. I can't say this enough. I can't stress this enough. Information, knowledge is power. You have nothing to fight with if you don't have the knowledge. So don't be afraid of learning, expanding to broaden what you need to do to take care of your family. Do what you got to do. This event is absolutely free. Coming up this weekend, it's going to be there at Legion Field. And look, we're going to get more into some of the other things that the area housing they're doing. I want you to know about. So stay close right here. The best show on the Gulf Coast, Sonshine's Corner. Need a new outfit for a special occasion? Look no further than Viola's Men's Apparel. Viola's has been providing the latest styles and accessories in Pensacola for over 20 years now. We have clothes for every occasion, and we offer consultations and group discounts. You can trust that our care, quality, and class will be unmatched. Viola's Men's Apparel for all of your menwear needs.
This is Wayne at Icon Automotive in Robertsdale, Alabama, and I wanted to tell you more about our powertrain warranty forever. It comes with any vehicle we sell that has 80,000 miles or less at no additional cost to you. We put our vehicles through a tough safety and mechanical inspection before it can have the powertrain warranty forever, giving you a peace of mind with your purchase. This warranty is good anywhere in the country, and it covers 100% of parts and labor with no mileage limit, and is covered as long as you own the vehicle. Come pick out your dealership car at non-dealership pricing with the powertrain warranty forever at Icon Automotive.
Watch a new episode of Crime Stoppers Wanted Fugitives every Friday at 6 p.m., hosted by Sergeant Melanie Peterson and David Craig. Your tips may be eligible for a cash reward, featuring items about officer training, various aspects of police work, and crime prevention information. You'll hear about upcoming family-friendly engagement events as well. Don't miss Crime Stoppers Wanted Fugitives every Friday at 6 p.m.
Hi, my name is Brett McCabe. This is my wife Tanya, and we're the owners of Pensacola AC and Auto Service Center.
From the moment you walk in the door, we are here to take care of you. Honesty and excellence are the standard of our team. Our goal is to give you peace of mind from oil changes to AC repair. All of our repairs come with a 3-year, 36,000-mile warranty. We have a clean, welcoming waiting room with free Wi-Fi. When you leave here, you will have peace of mind. Come visit us and experience auto repair from people who care.
And welcome back to Sonshine's Corner. This is a very, very information day. This is powerful information that we're receiving, and I cannot thank Karen, and I cannot thank Sabrina, and I gotta say for Al, Oh, wow. Al and I go so far back.
Yeah.
We have been good friends for a long time. And the support that I'm receiving is unbelievable. I can only say, first of all, I give God all the glory. And but when he takes you there, he has a plan to take care of you there. If you understand what I'm saying. And I want to say to him, thank you for your kind words that you shared with me this morning that caused my heart to go pitter-patter. I appreciate that from the, I don't want to get emotional, but I appreciate that because it is utterly important to have people behind you. Nobody can do anything by themselves.
That's true.
You can start it, but you cannot do all the components by yourself.
It's too much.
It's too much. So in order for this thing to connect, this puzzle's got to fit. So therefore, I thank you, Al, for those words that you shared with me today. Was absolutely unbelievable. When we met, I talked about you guys so much. So much, because that conversation, I think we ended up talking almost, it was like 2.5 hours we sat there.
Didn't even realize.
Because of the information. That's why I said I had to have you to make sure that the community know all of the things that's there for them and not having to go through some of the situations we do, because I think there's something can be preventive.
Right.
There are things that are preventive that we can do. I want to hear from you, Pensacola. I want to hear from you, surrounding areas. 850-432-7768. You can text or call that number. I'm trying to get people to do this. I want them to know, I feel I like to have things inclusive. This show is not about me. It's about you. So come and be a part of it with me. And this is what, Dave, our 4th day? This is our 4th day of going live.
That's amazing.
And it has been absolutely fantastic. And with the comments that I'm receiving, with the support, with the encouragement that I'm receiving on social media is absolutely amazing. It has blown me away. And I know now from what I feel on the inside that this is what it's supposed to be.
Right. That's
You know what I'm saying? It's supposed to be. And when you get information like this, when I can find people that take the time to come down and share with us. You were saying something when we were off camera that I want you to go ahead and share because that was powerful. You said, no, we need to talk about this because it's that. I can't even remember what you called it, but you do. So take it away, Karin, and tell everybody what we was talking about to make it even further, because it's information.
Was it the
She forgot herself.
Was it the employment?
Okay.
We were talking about a lot, the EEOC and employment and stuff.
Other things that we actually do with the Human Relations Commission.
So the Human Relations Commission don't just cover this.
No.
It covers a lot.
A gamut of things.
So, because I said human.
Yes.
So
that's correct.
You hear a lot of people say, I can't find a job. That's work to do. Okay, so I mean, tell them about that part.
Well, go ahead.
Well, Al actually handles the EEOC
Oh,
complaints.
Al does?
Yes, he does. He handles the EEOC complaints and things like that.
You said complaints.
Yeah, he can help with the complaints. Anything that's happening at the job that is discriminatory, things that just kind of
toxic work environments.
Yes, hostile environments and things like that. He can kind of walk them through the steps, the necessarily things that they need to do, how they should respond, all the things that they should do, make sure they're doing what they should do.
Do you have a lot of that toxicity in the work environment?
Oh, it's everywhere.
Oh my
it's
God,
everywhere.
yes it is.
It's everywhere.
I'm surprised that we're not getting so many calls. I don't know if people really know that
It's not that. They're scared. They won't even talk to their own employers, and they have anonymous hotlines.
Get out of here.
Yeah, I mean, it's just that when you are in those fields or a corporate business and settings and things like that, everybody's friends with everybody. You can't trust.
And
there's not really
an
an open door.
Issue.
Yeah, there's not really an open door policy. There's a lot of retaliation, and it's hard
they
to prove.
say one thing but don't mean it. They say one thing to try to calm you down. But then, the motive is yet there, but they're trying to use it in another way to get to that.
Right. Exactly.
So therefore, now I'll say this: with so many people today, they fear, like you're talking about with the people with the mold in the homes. They fear the fact that they may lose what employment they have if they go. My God in glory, that is, toxicity on the job is terrible. It is terrible, because how can I be productive
Yes.
if I'm walking into an environment
that is hostile.
that's hostile toward me, but you can look me in my face. And then before I turn my back, the knife is all the way through. Why is it you think, I got the, Al, my goodness, why do you think, is it because of maybe the persons that's causing the toxicity, they're the ones that's insecure, maybe somebody else may overdo them, but don't they realize it's enough for everybody?
Yes.
But they want it all.
Yeah.
They don't want to share.
But you're all supposed to be working together to accomplish the goal at hand.
Right.
If it's community, if it's serving the population, whatever it is, you're all working together. Everybody has a piece in it, and it all comes together. You know, so I think a lot of it is that people are threatened by your intelligence. They're threatened by just your knowledge and the things that you know, how your work ethic, how you talk, how you dress, from everything from personal to your outlook to just your knowledge in general.
Been there, done that, got the t-shirt. I mean, but what I'm saying is that is utterly, that's so, because I think, oh my God, I didn't know that was handled there. As long as I've been knowing about the EEOC, did I get it right?
You got it right.
Okay, but I mean, I did not know, and I did not know Al was the one that handles that. But what I'm saying is though, it's the fact that there's so many things, okay, that I see, I'm stammering because I got so much I want to say. When you say human relations, that's a lot.
Yes.
The title says a lot. Look how many areas you cover. Will there be anybody at this event that will be able to give advice on people who work in toxic environments?
Yes.
Oh my goodness. People, don't miss this. Friends, don't miss this. Make sure that you are at this event on Saturday at 10 o'clock there at Legion Field. Get there early. It's a huge park. Get there early. Don't just go there to get your face painted. Get you some information where if you're dealing with stuff that you can have it taken care of. This is unbelievable. I thought there were only certain things, but you said a mouthful there too, Karin. When you said that it could be that they're inferior of even maybe the growth of another person or what this person brings to the table. Okay, then they gonna outshine me.
Right.
So let me move this element out the way so I can maintain mine by lying. So I can harm this person by lying. But do they not realize karma is real? Whatever seed you plant, that seed's got to come up.
Yes.
It will. It shall.
But I feel the fact that I didn't realize that there were businesses, so many. Believe me, I know that they're here.
Oh yeah.
I know. But what I'm saying is though that there's so many people that dealing with things, just like you're talking about with the mold, because they feel they have to, because they feel that they do not have any means of, just in case this happens, where am I going to go? On the job, oh my God.
Because you don't know.
I will say this, and this is important, and maybe it's information that they could use. You submit a work order, okay? Scenario. You submit a work order to repair your HVAC or, your refrigerator, your stove, whatever it may be, that you need to make that unit habitable.
Right.
Okay? They can submit a letter to them advising after 7 days, okay? They have to give them 7 days to make a repair. Submit that work order. Give them 7 days to go ahead and repair. If they do not make that repair, they can hold the rent. They can withhold the rent. And it's the law.
Get out of here.
It's the law. It's a.
But make sure
okay, now,
they hold it.
Don't y'all go out here.
Wait a minute, this is very important.
This is very important part.
This is very important.
Listen up.
Listen, please, okay?
Yes.
Now, this is true. Do not spend the money, okay? Because when they make that repair,
you got to pay.
About 3 days, you're going to have to pay that full amount. So I wouldn't advise putting it in their escrow account, but put it in another savings that you have. Don't touch it. Leave it there. And and if they never fix it, and by that time, you can probably move out and buy a house.
You saved enough money.
You done saved up because it was never repaired. Now, speaking of buying a house, also on the 29th, the date changed. On the 20th.
Y'all do a lot.
Oh my goodness! Yes, we do. We're small but mighty.
Hello.
Okay.
But look how important it is what you have that so many people don't know. You know what I mean?
And that's what you just said. They don't know.
They don't know this.
That's why they need to come out to
On
all of these events.
Saturday.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Get out of here.
And
I
get
mean,
the
so much information is there. You said something that really resonated with me. When it's like you say, when you paint that scenario, you have to do that. But let me add this. Don't go out there and buy you no nails.
Yes.
Don't go out there and buy you no hair. Hold that money.
Yes. Hold on to it.
Hold on to that money.
That's correct.
You know?
That's correct.
Because sometimes when we feel like, oh, especially if you're on a fixed income, if you're something that you know what you got to do, I got some extra, I don't have to pay this. I'm going to the mall.
You got to be
no,
disciplined.
baby. That's going to come back up. So let's don't do it that way.
Correct.
Unbelievable.
But there is that option. If they're not making any repairs, they can withhold it.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
Do they? So
Month.
how many people?
Well, that's the thing. So many people don't know. They don't know about it. The people living in those horrific conditions in that apartments, they had no idea that they could do it. You know, so I actually provided a form to them for them to go ahead and submit to the front office. You know, the rent is going to be withheld until you make the repairs.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Let's do this game. Ladies and gentlemen, are you listening to us today? If you're living in some horrific conditions, if you want to get these conditions to get some attention, let's do it the way that's going to make a move.
Correct.
Go to your rent office.
Yes.
Write that letter.
Yes.
I'm going to withhold this. I'm not going to pay my rent until this issue has been taken care of. Don't go spend your money. You better go put it on your mattress. Don't go spend that money.
Right.
But hold on until it is done.
That is correct.
Come on.
And then if it's never fixed, by the time you have a lump sum,
go get your house.
You can go exactly. That's what I was about to tell you. We're going to have the first time home buyer overview for people. We're going to give them assistance to get their home.
Oh, wow. Well, I tell you what, Sabrina, hold on. I wanted to get all of this because all this is lining up. We got to take a break. But everybody, listen, this is powerful information. I'd like for you to be a part of the conversation. 850-432-7768. Text me or call me. Find out things that you thought you knew that we can give you the facts right here on Sunshine's Corner.
I just remembered it's election day. Are you going to vote?
I don't know. I don't think I'll have time today.
Millions of eligible voters in America never make it to the polls or even register to vote. When you don't vote, you're letting other people make decisions for you and pick the things your taxes will pay for. Voting is more than a civic duty. It gives you a voice about the priorities and the future of your community and our nation. Voting gives you a seat at the table.
Do you want to create but don't know where to start? Our new fabric line will inspire you. If you can dream it, we can help you make it. From using kits that include everything you would need, to taking classes to create something more personalized, Daryl's is the place for you. No matter if you're just beginning or experienced, Daryl's has you covered. Find us at 6705 North Davis Highway. Open 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday and 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. on Saturdays.
The Reesburg Institute, Pensacola's Ear, Nose, Throat, and Voice Center. We welcome you to visit us at our convenient Davis Highway location in Pensacola. At the Reesburg Institute, we offer the most advanced treatment available in a calm, stress-free environment. Since 2014, we've performed over 1,000 cases in office of balloon sinus surgery, as well as septoplasty and nasal procedures using oral sedation. The in-office procedures result in a faster healing time. Visit us and feel the difference.
Hello, my name is Eric, and this was my first visit to Little John's. The selection, the pricing here, and the customer service were outstanding. I would definitely recommend. The staff was very friendly, and they'll get you what you need.
Hi, this is John with Little John's Big and Tall here in Pensacola, Florida at 5700 North Davis Highway. Check us out at littlejohnsbigandtall.com, where we can take care of you with extra large up to 14X and large tall to 6X tall.
Welcome back to Sunshine's Corner. Let me tell you, I have been so enlightened today. I am so glad that I have the opportunity to have these guests on the show so we can share this powerful information of the knowledgeable things that we need to know that we don't know. All of this with human relations, and I was trying to get this here acronym in my head, EPHRC. I mean, I kept going, EPHRC, okay? Okay, but no. That's area, what?
It's Escambia, Pensacola Human Relations Commission.
Okay, that.
That part right there.
But you know, we were off camera talking about some things, and you got down to the point. I got what I want to ask you, but I want to ask you. You said about how some people go through these situations, and we're yet talking about with your housing and everything that they feel bullied.
Yes, bullied. The staff members, a lot of times, they have people in place to where they're very aggressive. So when they're aggressive like that, it makes people very apprehensive to come for help or talk to us, you know. So even with how Sabrina was talking about withholding rent and things like that, they're scared to come and even fill out those forms, although it's their right.
Wow.
But they're even scared to just even execute their rights at times because of the bullying.
So you think it could be the fact that some people are aware of this, but they're afraid to go ahead and execute this because of what the repercussions may be.
And they tell them, we're going to put you out, or threaten to, you know, put them out.
Get out of here.
So yeah,
Tell them
so it's just retaliation.
Tell them to call Al.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
He's in a toxic spot.
Yeah. And then the other things that we handle is like the housing conditions, you know, poor housing conditions. You know, we file disability claims, you know. Look how you looking at me, Sunshine. You made me forget what I'm saying.
No, I'm just saying, I'm thinking, you said, you know, this is so much information I didn't know either.
Yes.
I mean, when you said poor housing.
Poor housing, you know, you have rats. There was
Lord,
one
I'd be out the roof.
complex. Rats are on the stove, running on the children's bed, chewing on their mattress. You know, all
in the house.
She ended up moving out because they never made repair or tried.
They didn't get pest control.
It's so out of control where they are. It's out of control.
So you got an infestation of them.
Right. That was good. Okay, that was good. Okay. Yes. I mean,
if the rats, the kids in the bed, mama in the bed, they feel something. It's a rat.
Right.
God, I was going.
Let me tell you, she told me that she was opening up her child's lunch bag, but she had made it overnight, and she opened it up. It was a rat inside the bag.
Cardiac arrest.
Right. Catch me now, right? That's how I feel.
These conditions are here in Escambia County.
Yes.
In Escambia County.
Yes. Yes.
Rats chewing the mattress that I'm turning over. Don't tell me if I roll over and I see a rat looking at me.
Yes.
I'm gonna die.
Rest my mother.
What's up, Sunshine?
I'm gonna say, oh, I'm right. Enjoying your mother.
Yes, exactly.
Get out of here.
Yes. So I receive a lot of those calls, and I try to mediate.
Roaches?
Roaches too. Roaches too. But what I try to do is mediate between the tenant and the landlord to try to get them to go ahead and fix it.
Unbelievable. So wait a minute, I can't get off these rats. Wait a minute. This family that's living in these conditions, okay? And look, I'm not ashamed to say, because I think that's what life brings. I have been at a point in my life where I had to, finagle things around.
Right.
Okay? I thank God that I learned and elevated myself. That's why I said get your education. But what I'm saying is, I understand because I've been there before.
Yes.
But I've been there with a rat. I mean,
right, not with the rat. But.
I mean, what I'm saying is, so these people who are having to accept these horrible conditions, I feel for them now, and I don't even know them. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So what I'm trying to say, I'm trying to pour my heart out in 3 minutes. This event that's coming up on Saturday, there at Legion Field, is filled with information.
Yes.
It's filled with knowledge, and everything that human relations has to deal with.
Correct.
So therefore, put your heart into it and tell these people to be there at 9 o'clock, not 10.
Yes, right.
Yes, yes.
Please come out early. We'll be there early setting up. If you want to come help set up.
But
right.
Come out and get the knowledge. I will even be in the booth talking about tenants' rights, so they can come there, and I'll be more than happy to share information and provide some brochures so they'll know what their rights are. A lot of them don't know what their rights are. They didn't read their contract that they signed, the lease agreement.
Right.
They were just signing it, you know, but they didn't know a lot of those things that tied them into issues, you know. Yeah.
And another thing, she's going to be there with information and stuff, but we'll have a laptop there as well. So if you are ready to come and file a complaint that day on site, you can fill out your inquiry form there.
Okay, say that again.
You can fill out your inquiry form there at the event if you want to go ahead and put in a complaint and give her access to go ahead and start and speak on your behalf and come out there and things. We can come out. You can be discreet about it. It doesn't matter how, just give it, we'll be there.
Oh my God. I just want to plead for everybody, if you're going through any of these horrible conditions, whether it's mold, whether it's infested with these other little critters, employment,
yes,
toxic work environments,
right,
yes,
come on out and take the step to make sure.
Yes.
I tell you, so listen up, guys. We got to get out of here. I want to say this to you guys. Thank you so much for coming in to sharing all this powerful information.
Thank you
Yes,
for
thank
your
you for having us.
platform.
Yes.
Thank you. You are doing an amazing job.
Oh.
I am sitting here in awe. Seriously.
Girl, please.
What you talking about?
But listen, guys, don't forget Saturday morning. But I want to tell you this before I get out of here. Now, I leave you with a thought that I want you to think about every single day. Whatever you do, never, ever, ever lose your focus. Always remember this. Please keep this thought first and foremost in your mind. Keep God first in any and everything that you attempt to do. And if you do that by putting Him first, I guarantee you this, there will be no doubt that you're going to be a total success. All you got to do is keep Him first. So until tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock for another day that filled with nothing but sunshine here at Sunshine's Corner, know that I love you with a perfect kind of love. Keep shining while I'm gone.